Hey Aries, welcome back. So I just sat down to pull some cards for you about this whole apology situation and wish fulfillment energy that's been hovering around you lately. And honestly, the energy that came through was really intense. Not in a scary way, but in this really profound, transformative way that I need to share with you. Let me start by saying that if you've been feeling like someone owes you an explanation or an apology, you're absolutely right. The cards are confirming that this isn't just in your head. There's been this lingering energy of unfinished business, and it's about to reach a resolution point that you might not be expecting. So I pulled the Queen of Wands first, and this card immediately made me think of you. This is your energy right now. You've been standing in your power lately, haven't you? Even when things felt uncertain or you were dealing with someone who wasn't being completely honest with you, you maintained this incredible sense of self. The Queen of Wands is fire energy. She's confident, she's magnetic, and she doesn't chase. She knows her worth. And that's exactly where you are right now. You're not sitting around waiting for crumbs from someone who couldn't see your value. You've been building your life, focusing on yourself, and honestly, that shift in your energy is what's creating this whole situation. What's interesting about the Queen of Wands showing up first is that it's telling me you've already done the internal work. You're not the same person who got hurt or disappointed. You've grown through whatever happened, and that growth is visible. People can feel when someone has leveled up energetically, and trust me, someone is noticing. This person who needs to apologize to you, they're seeing you differently now. They're realizing what they lost or what they almost lost, and it's creating this urgency in them. Then I pulled Death, and before you panic, let me explain what this card is really showing. Death in tarot is about transformation and endings that make space for new beginnings. Something between you and this person had to die so that something new could be born. Maybe it was the old dynamic where you weren't being valued properly, or maybe it was this person's inability to be vulnerable and honest with you. Whatever it was, it had to end. And endings are painful, we both know that. But this Death card is telling me that the ending was necessary for both of you to grow into who you needed to be. Here's what's really beautiful about Death showing up in this reading, though. It's not just about what ended. It's about what's being reborn. This apology that's coming, it's not going to be a surface level sorry. This person has gone through their own transformation. They've had to face some really uncomfortable truths about themselves and their behavior. The Death card suggests they've been in this period of self-reflection, maybe even struggling with their own ego death, realizing that the way they approached the situation with you wasn't okay. And that kind of realization doesn't come easy for most people. It requires them to completely shed an old version of themselves. I'm seeing that this transformation for them has been happening behind the scenes while you've been out here glowing up and living your best life. And now they're reaching this point where they can't keep pretending like everything is fine, or that they don't need to address what happened between you two. The universe is kind of forcing their hand here. Next up, Judgment showed up, and wow, this is a powerful card for this situation. Judgment is about awakening. It's about seeing things clearly after a period of confusion or denial. This person is experiencing a major awakening about you and what you meant to them. All the things they took for granted, all the ways they didn't appreciate you or honor the connection, it's all becoming crystal clear to them now. And with that clarity comes this need to make things right. Judgment also represents accountability. This isn't going to be one of those weak apologies where someone says sorry but doesn't really mean it, or tries to minimize what they did. The Judgment card is telling me this person is ready to be fully accountable. They're ready to own their mistakes without making excuses. And for you, this is going to feel validating because finally, someone is acknowledging the truth of what happened instead of trying to gaslight you or make you feel like you were overreacting. But here's something else about Judgment that I want you to pay attention to. This card also represents you being called to make a decision. Once this apology comes, and it is coming, you're going to be at a crossroads. You're going to have to decide what you want to do with this information. Do you want to give this person another chance? Do you want to accept their apology and move forward in some capacity? Or do you want to accept their apology, appreciate the closure, and still choose to move on without them in your life? The universe is giving you complete freedom to choose what feels right for you. Then the Lovers card appeared, and okay, this is where things get really interesting. The Lovers isn't just about romantic love, although that's definitely part of it. It's about choices, alignment, and divine partnership. The fact that this card showed up tells me that there's a significant soul connection between you and this person. Whether or not you choose to explore that connection again is up to you, but the universe wants you to know that it exists. The Lover's card is also about harmony and union, but not at the expense of yourself. It's about two whole people choosing to come together, not two broken people trying to fix each other. And I think that's the key message here. If you and this person are meant to reunite in some way, it can only happen now that you've both transformed individually. The old dynamic couldn't support what you both need. But this new energy, with both of you having grown and evolved, there's potential here for something really beautiful. I'm also seeing with the Lovers that this situation is divinely guided. Like, there's a higher power orchestrating this timing. The fact that this apology is coming now, after you've done your healing work, after you've stepped into your Queen of Wands energy, that's not coincidence. The universe knows you're ready to receive this with clarity and wisdom, rather than from a place of need or desperation. The Hermit came through next, and this card made me smile because it confirms what I was just saying about the timing being perfect. The Hermit represents that period of solitude and self-reflection that you've been through. You've spent time alone, really getting to know yourself, healing old wounds, and figuring out what you actually want in your life and in your relationships. The Hermit carries this lantern of inner wisdom, and you found yours. This person who's coming with an apology, they've been in their own hermit phase too. They've had to retreat and really look at themselves honestly. The Hermit is that energy of being alone with your thoughts and not being able to run from the truth anymore. And sometimes we need that isolation to really see clearly what we've been avoiding. What I love about the Hermit showing up here is that it validates all the time you spent working on yourself instead of trying to chase the situation or force a resolution. You trusted the process. You gave yourself space to heal and grow. And now you're reaping the benefits of that patience and self-focus. The apology that's coming isn't because you begged for it or convinced someone you deserved it. It's coming because that person finally did their own inner work and arrived at the truth on their own. Then we have the Two of Wands, and this is where we start talking about your wish fulfillment. The Two of Wands is about planning, vision, and having the world in your hands. You've been thinking about what you want your future to look like, right? You've been making plans, setting intentions, maybe even manifesting specific things. This card is telling me that one of those wishes is absolutely about to come true. The Two of Wands shows someone standing tall, looking out at the horizon, holding a globe. It's this beautiful energy of knowing that you have options and opportunities available to you. You're not stuck anymore. You're not limited by past disappointments or old situations. You're literally holding your future in your hands and you get to decide what you want to do with it. I'm seeing that this wish that's being fulfilled is connected to the apology situation, but it's bigger than that. It might be about love, yes, but it could also be about career success, creative projects, or personal goals you've been working toward. The universe is saying yes to you right now. Yes to your dreams, yes to your desires, yes to the life you've been envisioning for yourself. And part of what's making this possible is that you've cleared away the old energy that was blocking you. The Four of Wands showed up, and this card just fills me with happiness for you. Four of Wands is about celebration, stability, and homecoming. It's often associated with weddings and major celebrations, but it's really about reaching a milestone that you've been working toward. After all the transformation, all the endings, all the soul searching, you're moving into a period of joy and stability. This card suggests that reconciliation is possible if you want it, but more importantly, it shows that you're building something solid and beautiful in your life regardless. The Four of Wands is about creating a strong foundation. If this person is coming back with an apology and genuine change, and you choose to let them back into your life, this card shows that you can build something stable and lasting together. But if you choose not to give them another chance, this card still promises that you're going to create that stable, joyful life with someone else or just for yourself. I'm also seeing with the Four of Wands that there's going to be a reason to celebrate soon. Maybe it's the resolution of the situation bringing you peace, or maybe it's something completely separate, like a career win or personal achievement. Either way, good things are on the horizon for you. Ten of Swords appeared, and I'll be honest, when I first saw this card, I was like, wait, what is this doing here? But then I understood. The Ten of Swords represents that rock-bottom moment, that painful ending that felt like betrayal or defeat. This is what happened between you and this person. This is the moment that necessitated all the transformation we've been talking about. You experienced a Ten of Swords moment where you felt completely defeated or betrayed, and it was brutal. But here's the thing about Ten of Swords that people often miss. It's the last card in the sword suit's numbered progression, which means that once you hit Ten of Swords, the only way to go is up. You've already been through the worst of it. That painful ending, that moment of betrayal or deep disappointment, it already happened. You survived it. You're on the other side of it now. The Ten of Swords showing up in this reading is actually confirmation that you're not going back to that energy. Whatever this person is apologizing for, whatever happened between you, you're never experiencing that particular pain again. Even if you choose to give this person another chance, the dynamic will be completely different because both of you have transformed. And if you choose not to give them another chance, well, you're definitely not going back to that pain. Queen of Swords is the second queen in this reading, and she's so different from Queen of Wands. While Queen of Wands is warm fire energy, Queen of Swords is cool air energy. She's intellectual, clear-headed, and she sees through nonsense. This is the energy you need to embody when this person comes to you with their apology. Yes, you can be compassionate. Yes, you can listen. But you also need to be discerning. Queen of Swords doesn't make decisions based on emotion alone. She uses her mind. She asks questions. She looks at patterns and behaviors, not just words. When this apology comes, Queen of Swords is advising you to really evaluate whether this person has actually changed or if they're just saying what you want to hear. Has their behavior changed? Are they demonstrating genuine growth? Or are they just good with words? I'm also seeing that Queen of Swords represents your ability to communicate your boundaries clearly. If you decide to give this person another chance, you need to be crystal clear about what you will and won't accept moving forward. Queen of Swords doesn't people please. She states her truth directly and expects to be respected. This is the energy that will protect you and ensure that you don't fall back into old patterns. Seven of Cups is the final card I pulled, and it's absolutely perfect for this wish fulfillment theme. Seven of Cups shows someone looking at 7 different cups, each containing something different, representing all the possibilities available to you. This is the universe's way of saying that you have choices right now. Multiple paths are opening up for you. One of those cups represents this person coming back with their apology and potentially a renewed relationship. But there are 6 other cups too, representing other opportunities for love, happiness, and fulfillment. Don't get so fixated on this one situation that you miss the other amazing things trying to come into your life. 7 of Cups is also about wish fulfillment and manifestation. You've been dreaming about certain things, wishing for certain outcomes, and this card is confirming that the universe heard you. Your wishes are manifesting, but you need to be clear about what you really want because you might get multiple offers or opportunities, and you'll need to choose wisely. I'm seeing that one of your deepest wishes has been about being valued and appreciated in love. You wanted someone to recognize your worth without you having to prove it or beg for it. Well, this apology that's coming is part of that wish being fulfilled. This person is finally seeing your value. But 7 of Cups is also asking you to consider whether that's still what you want now that you've grown and evolved. Maybe your wishes have changed. Maybe you want different things now than you did when you first made those wishes. So here's what I'm seeing for you overall. Aries. Someone is absolutely coming to you with an apology that they can no longer hold back. This isn't going to be a casual sorry. This is going to be a real, vulnerable, accountable apology where they acknowledge what they did wrong and how they hurt you. The timing of this is divine because it's coming after you've both had time to transform and grow individually. At the same time, wishes you've been holding are starting to manifest. The universe is responding to your energy and your intentions. You're entering a period where you're going to have multiple opportunities and options available to you. Your job is to stay clear-headed, trust your intuition, and choose what genuinely aligns with your highest good, not just what's familiar or comfortable. The cards are showing that reconciliation is possible if you want it, but only from a completely new foundation. Both of you have changed. The old dynamic is dead and it needed to die. If you choose to move forward together, it will be as new versions of yourselves building something fresh. But if you choose to accept the apology and still move on without this person, the universe fully supports that too. Either way, you're moving into a beautiful period of stability, celebration, and wish fulfillment. You're being called to stay in your queen energy. Both the warm confidence of Queen of Wands and the clear discernment of Queen of Swords. Don't diminish yourself to make others comfortable. Don't accept less than you deserve just because someone finally realized what they lost. You've worked too hard on yourself to go backward. This apology is coming because you raised your standards and walked away from what wasn't serving you. That took courage. Now the universe is rewarding that courage with clarity, closure, and new opportunities. Whether this person is part of your future or not is entirely up to you. You hold all the power here. Trust yourself, Aries. Trust your journey. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You're exactly where you need to be, sending you so much love and light on this journey.